Hi, welcome back to Lumberjack Koala. As always, I'm Koala. He's
I'm Lumberjack.
Oh,
okay, he's gonna take my line. He's gonna take my line.
Anyways, today's topic: PlayStation 5.
What are your thoughts on it?
My thoughts. I'm really hyped for it. I can't wait. I just can't.
Are you as hyped as you were for it for the PS4?
I was like really stoked when they were giving all the information out for the PS4, and then as soon as I saw the games coming out for it, Infamous Second Son was the thing I was hyped for.
Okay.
Because I'm a big fan of Infamous 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the PS5, I want to know what happens on our exclusives that we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Our sequels. That's what's keeping me in tune on the PS5. I don't care about the power or whatever.
One thing I really not paying attention to next generation is multi-platforms.
Multi-platforms?
I'm really not paying that much attention to.
Jesus, why?
Because this generation, I'll be honest, most multi-platforms, mediocre.
Mediocre?
Mediocre. Yeah, but yeah, they weren't that good. I mean, there was probably a handful of multi-plats that were really outstanding.
Kind of like I would say like Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, but even then, that game had its issues, especially when it comes to gameplay.
Yeah, but it's still a really good talked about game. It's up there,
like Arthur Morgan as a character, the story, fantastic. Control, like the way the controller set up and mission set up, didn't much care for it.
But most times,
yeah, like the world and everything. The thing I like about Red Dead 2, world feels alive. But anyways, back on the PS5.
Yeah, but my thoughts when it comes to like the console I want to choose. This is the console I want to choose, PS5.
Yeah.
What do you think of the pricing though? They had an article that said something about speculation.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a base model and a premier model. What they were saying on Reddit.
That's what I thought too. But during that quote unquote reveal they had about the PS5, they just said they only have one model right now.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing too. So
there's no Pro, or there's just one single standard model.
I heard Xbox was doing two types of model, kind of like what they did with the Xbox 360.
They're doing a weaker version of the Series X or whatever.
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, if you're a casual player, that'd be fine. If you don't care about the graphics, the looks, or the fancy doohickeys on it, then why should you pay more? But what do you think is a good price?
Well, how much did the PS4?
It was originally going out for about $500.
PS4?
Yeah, PS4. I paid about it was like $499. $499, $399, somewhere around there.
Are you sure?
It wasn't.
No, it was $450 with the tax. Because it was $399.
I just remember buying the Last of Us bundle.
Yeah, because it was $399 plus tax. It was like around $450.
I was poor, but I didn't care. I was gonna get my hand on the PS4 eventually. Dude, I literally freaking had PS4 games in my room without the console in my room yet.
you did what I did with the PS3. Like I had MotorStorm and Prototype 2 weeks before I had the PS3.
I know. That's how hype I was for the PS4. I was so broke I couldn't even afford it, but I was still hyped to have it.
Just have the game.
Yeah,
have the games ready. Was what
I think a fair price would be $400 to $500.
Yeah, like this is the same price range as the PS4.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad of a price. Now anything above $500, you're kind of pushing it.
Yeah, that's true.
You're pushing my wallet, but if you are going to promise what you're going to promise next gen, well, shit, I'm going to throw my money in there.
Yeah.
To be honest, let's go back to that 2 model thing where we're kind of speculating.
Yeah.
If they were going to do something such as backwards compatibility, we're going to touch a little bit later in this video. I hoped that one model was a casual model that played PS4, PS5, and then the Pro model that would play like a legacy console. It played 1 through 5. For the hardcore fans. Yeah. Not everybody wants the luxury. And yes, it's a luxury to play backwards compatibility games. I feel like that's for the hardcore fans.
Yeah, that's really if you really you want to go back and play some games. Because me, right now I'm playing some old games on the PS3, Fatal Frame, because for some reason I think Nintendo owns the rights to that series now. So
Fatal Frame?
Yeah.
Didn't they have games on PS2?
Yeah, but they say 1, 2, and 3 are on the PS3, but they can't they can't port them to the PS4 because Nintendo owns half.
What are they going to do with that? They're going to make it kid friendly?
Well, I think they've had the rights since like 2015, and they've done nothing with it.
Jesus Christ. Well, shit. Why do you think we're so hyped for the PS5? What do you think of this generation for the PS4? The reason why we're so hyped for the PS5?
Games.
Games?
It's just the games. Really.
That's what's been keeping me coming back.
Yeah, because this generation, I mostly played PS4 exclusives more than multi-plats.
What's your top 3 exclusives?
Top 3 would be God of War, Persona 5. See, this was hard because it's
Yeah, there's so many good ones, man.
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne?
Yeah.
Jesus, I can never beat that game. I can't even beat a Dark Souls game, so let alone that.
Those games are just... Well, I guess Persona 5 really isn't an exclusive, but...
I mean, it's not on any other console, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's on PC either.
Yeah, so I would still consider it as a
it's an exclusive.
Nier Automata, you can't say that no more.
No, because it was a time exclusive.
Yep. Don't you feel bad, don't you?
I was actually, happy it was, going multi-plat, to get more attention, but still.
Oh man, my top 3. Well, shit, it was a remastered, but I loved it. I put, Last of Us Part 1. I say Part 1 because it's called Part 2.
Yeah.
I said that's number 1. Number 2 was God of War, and number 3, either Uncharted 4 or Spider-Man. Anyways, next to the next thing. This is something you stressed really bad about last generation, and is something about the Xbox 360 leading.
Yeah, I'm glad to see this. This might sound bad. It sounds like I'm ranting about the Xbox. But I'm kind of glad PS4 was king this generation, because when the Xbox was in, pretty much on top of console games, it was just shooting games, racing games, and sports games. It was just those top 3.
That's all I fucking heard in high school.
And all the other games, they weren't really that popular. We're trying to copy that same style, just to get attention. But with the PS4, more games, there's a variety of games now that are selling well, just because more people are open to play different stuff, because PS4 pretty much opened the door for that.
They made it mainstream.
Yeah, like it just. What's one good example? A game. It's just like Rocket League. That game was phenomenal when it came out. If it would have came out last generation, nobody would have cared for it.
And it was fucking free.
Yeah,
it was free for an entire month.
Wasn't it his launch?
I think that and Resogun were launch title free games.
Yeah, and
along with that Blacklight shooter, something like that.
And to this day, Rocket League is one of my favorite online multiplayer, because this generation honestly do not care for online.
Yeah,
it's just online.
It's all about single player.
But that's what I'm glad about the PS4, even the Switch. The Switch is doing its part too, for having a variety of games. Not everything shooters. Like, I mean, even they have turn-based games that I never cared about, but now I'm interested in them. But
and it feels like Xbox is just doing the same thing they were doing on Xbox 360.
It's just shooting, sports, and racing.
Now, Xbox needs that same energy they had when their first console came out.
Yeah, and
just games. That's all they,
Yeah, they were
putting out. Because they came out with a mission.
Yeah.
Take down the PlayStation. But, anyways, I know that's something that you're very passionate about. And I know that you play a lot more games, a lot more variety. I'm more, whatever it comes to me. Whatever I can afford.
Whatever's on the headlines.
Whatever's on the fucking
headline.
I'm basic when it comes to games. But when it comes to music, I spread my belief.
See, we're the opposite when it comes to I play more games, but you listen to more music.
Yeah, but I appreciate games.
Yeah.
I hate it when a game gets insulted. The PS5 controller, though, people are saying they fucking hate it.
To me, that's not a big issue, because to me, just a controller's a controller. You're gonna get used to it eventually.
That's true. I mean, some people didn't like the design of the PS4 controller, but it was more or less like the PS3.
Yeah, it was similar. I think it's just slightly bigger.
Shit, a good positive side that it wasn't fucking cheap.
Yeah.
The PS3, you bend the shit out of it. You thought you were gonna break it. Even the ones without the freaking rumble pack in them, that shit felt weak.
Oh man.
You feel like you drop it on the floor, it's over. If you had hardwood floor or fucking concrete floor, PS3 was not a console for you.
Yeah.
But the PS5, I love the sleek design. I love the color. I can't wait for the color console. Is there going to be a black one? Who knows?
I hope so.
Yeah, I like the black consoles.
Honestly, I kind of wish that the PS5 would have the original PlayStation color.
The white Destiny console when it came out for PS4, that shit was slick looking.
Yeah,
that looked nice. But you got to think about, we got grease on our fingers, and eventually it's going to turn brown.
But listen, the reason I want the PlayStation to go back to that standard, because you remember the gray color of the PS1?
Yeah.
I kind of wish it went back to that. I mean, I know they have that anniversary
edition. That 20th anniversary got me. Oh man, that console, just beautiful console, and it was the first one to be 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
It was super limited. Yeah, the PS5 controller, I think is a really nice controller. I don't know why people are ranting about, they're always saying that it needs to change, it needs to look better. PlayStation, do something different. Don't do the boomerang thing, but do something different. They finally do something different, and everybody's like, nah, we don't like it. That's not what we wanted. And I'm like, dude, you haven't even held it yet.
Yeah, it's not in your hands.
Yeah, and supposedly you were telling me earlier that PlayStation was going to let us play our PS4 controllers on the PS5.
That's Don't quote me on that, but I think I read it somewhere, but I'll have to double check.
If that happens, well, people who don't like the new controller, you can play the PS4 controller. Hopefully Sony keeps on doing production on that controller, but, you know, we'll find out. Anyways, back with Mark Cerny when he was doing the event and he was showing the backwards compatibility list. If you notice that it says PS5, PS4 Pro, and PS4 on that list in the shape of a big P, why is there so much space below that PS4? Do you think they're fucking trolling us?
Probably, because I feel like that whole reveal wasn't for us. It was for developers. Because, you know, they threw a bunch of information. That information just went over our heads.
No, but why do you show a big-ass P in so much space? I thought the P was just there for saying PlayStation.
Yeah.
But it's not PlayStation's way of doing it. And do you think they're going the Nintendo route? I mean, look when the Switch came out. It came out when it came out back in 2017. We didn't get the official name of the Switch until 2 months before we were able to get it. So you think Sony's trying to take the marketing tactic that Nintendo does?
Yeah, I feel like they're doing it. Because, see, like, when the PS4 came out, they revealed everything early in the year. But for this time, they're keeping all the information close. You know, just let all information out in one go.
I feel like they learned from their mistakes with PS3 when they were being all cocky.
Yeah,
this is not a game machine. This is something else.
It was a media console, something like that.
And then they saw how bad it can be when at the beginning of this generation, when Microsoft was like TV, sports, TV, and the people in the crowd were like, what about the games? So like, we don't fucking care about games. You care about Dish, AT&T, and Roadrunner. If that was and you care about sports, you know, that's okay. But still, I buy a console to play games, not fucking watch TV.
Yeah,
you know, that's something extra.
Yeah,
I don't go to Walmart to buy fucking motor parts. But I still feel like they're trolling us. And June 8th's coming soon. We got Days of Play and State of Play coming up soon, I think. And it's going to be a big hit probably. And Ghost of Tsushima's getting a lot of hype.
Yeah.
So
it's just watching that gameplay.
And the one thing to take note for all you people who are siding with the Xbox and thinking that it's going to be over for the PlayStation. Here's one thing I want to say. For a whole fan base of The Last of Us Part 2 to be like, I don't want these pre-orders anymore. I don't want this game anymore. They were willing to go to another exclusive and get that game. How about that? How does that feel? On to our next question. Do you think the PS5 will sell?
Oh, it most definitely will sell.
So you think it's the most hypest shit on the market?
Yeah, because I mean, right now if you look at it, you know, Xbox is showing everything. They're showing all that stuff, but right now it's just like, yeah, that looks cool, but what people are really waiting for is PS5. Because I feel like everybody has their eyes on the PS5. Even Microsoft has their eyes on the PS5.
They're like, they're on the horizon, like, we gotta throw out more information, dude.
Like they just every time the PlayStation reveals a little bit of information, Xbox like, okay, unload it all. Where do I unload the truck?
Anywhere, just unload the truck anywhere.
Unload it anywhere.
Dude, we don't have enough time. The PS5's on the horizon. Just unload it anywhere.
All right, I'm gonna unload it anywhere.
No, wait.
Just reveal everything.
Let's talk about Microsoft. You know, they had an article saying that they wanted to place it $100 cheaper than whatever Sony's going to do. Yeah. You know, this didn't come from the company itself. It came from like 3 former employees that worked there.
Yeah.
Someone named Packner or something like that.
I've been hearing that a lot. I have been hearing that a lot lately. Supposedly that both Microsoft and Sony both are willing to lose money at the beginning of this generation because they know they'll make it back with the games. I know Sony will. Sony will. They will make it back with their games. I'm not sure about Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft, you're talking a lot of big game, but you got your Game Pass, and people are leaning more towards that than actually buying physical games.
And one thing I'm going to tell Microsoft that in this generation is please stop saying next year. You did this whole generation saying next year's the year.
And then you sit there and PlayStation brings out a good game and you sit there and applause.
Yeah.
Dude, that's your... I know you can be a good sportsman, but if you're sitting there applauding for another company, meanwhile you're not giving shit to your community, what's the fucking point?
At that point, you might become a publisher.
And and the fan base, you know, go out there and tell your company to make games. You know, stop ranting on the other side when you should be ranting on your side about getting games for you. Yeah. Thanks for watching our video. As always, I'm Koala.
It's Lumberjack.
Together we make Lumberjack Koala, and please enjoy our outtake sounds. Thank you. Just can't, like, really
most
like Dead Redemption. It was
PS4.
It was like $4.99, $3.99.
$4.50 with a tag. $3.99. It was $3.99 plus tax.
That's I think it'd be 400. You know, 500. 500.
Yeah.
You know, it's we're
Support it.
well, shit. You know, what was your what?
It was a time. It was a time.
It was a rematch. Yep. Or